Hello, class. I am your friendly instructor, Amy Cunningham, and I'm here today to talk to you about our Comp 1 course, how it's organized, how it works, and make sure that you're ready for success this semester. So first, a little bit about me. I have been an ACC instructor since 2008. I also have taught high school since 2001. I've been a digital instructor since 2010, far before COVID and when everything seemed to go online. So I've really been working at this for quite a bit, and I hope I've been able to set up a course that will be easy for you to use, easier for you to navigate. I also wanted to talk about juggling life. So you can see here my cat in the hat, and he's got a rake and a fish and a jug of milk and books, and he's balancing on top of a ball. And I feel like that kind of sums up what it feels like to be a working student, a working parent, just a college student in general. I've been there. I was a single mom working, and that's one of the things I actually love about online classes is that it gives us the flexibility to be able to juggle those things without also having to report to a classroom on a regular basis. So I know for me, digital instruction has given me opportunities to be able to work even while parenting. And so hopefully it'll be also a good chance for you to access education when you have a lot of other things going on. My goal is to help you meet your goals, and I am really very flexible. Just make sure you're communicating with me when life gets crazy and things are a struggle. I'm here to help you make sure that we can manage all the things that are related to this class anyway. And so I hope that I can help you meet your goals. So a little bit about the course. There are two types of online courses. There are synchronous courses and asynchronous courses. Synchronous means you meet at certain times that are designated on a calendar, and you go over materials, and then you go off on your own and complete the work. It's similar to what happens in a regular traditional classroom, except for the meetings are online. We, however, are an asynchronous course. That means we do not meet at any time as a full class, so we don't have class meetings. You can work through the materials and reach out for help. I'm certainly here. I can even meet with you on a Zoom call, but the whole class will never meet at any point. The course is set up in modules, and each module focuses on a different kind of writing. I know that you all have experience to some degree with writing, but in this course, you're going to learn how to be strategic in your choices, and you're hopefully going to learn how to write in different ways. Everything that we have in the course, all work, all resources, all readings, and everything that you submit goes through Blackboard. So you do not need to buy a textbook for this class. Everything is provided for you for free in Blackboard, and I'll show you in a few minutes how to access the course. Each of the modules has a timeline. There are no synchronous meetings, but the modules do have due dates. So that is kind of how I track to make sure that you're still active in the course. You can work ahead. In fact, as soon as you finish watching this video, you're welcome to jump right in and get started, and you can work through as fast as you like. You do need to make sure you don't fall behind the due dates, but you can work ahead of the due dates. My goal in all of this is to offer you as much support as you need and to make the course format flexible. That's why you take a distance learning class, is because you need flexibility. So I'm certainly willing to work with you on flexibility, but you really got to try to stay on top of those timelines. The reason those due dates are there is so that you don't get stuck at the end of the course. And there's a lot of work that's going to happen over the course of the semester. And if you parcel it out, it's not that bad. If you try to do it all at the last minute, it could be kind of stressful. So there's some features to think about when you take an online class. One is to pay attention to the details. So you will see in each module that there are resources that are there to help you write the paper, and the paper is the main portion of your grade. And so you really need to make sure that you are reading the resources, taking notes about the resources, watching the videos, completing all of the smaller tasks that lead up to the paper, which is the bulk of your grade. I have had so many instances where people just try to jump to the paper thinking, well, I know how to write this way. And probably not. There are almost certainly things you're going to miss. Even if you have just recently taken another writing class, maybe you just graduated from high school. These are unique ways of writing, and there are strategies and objectives that you'll be expected to meet. And if you skip the videos, if you skip the readings, you're probably going to end up revising your papers. So please make sure that you're going through and you're actually reading the resources and trying to think about how those things connect to the task that you're going to be completing in each module. All of those resources that you're supposed to read and the videos you're supposed to watch do take time, but remember, those take the place of classroom meetings. So instead of having to report to a campus a couple of times a week, you are supposed to be watching those videos, reading the notes, completing the discussion boards and those kinds of things. They take the place of the classroom meetings. So expect that they will take some time. It's a good idea to make a calendar, however you choose to do that, to make sure that you know when the due dates are. I will be reaching out via email frequently to remind you of deadlines, but you have other things that you're working on in your life. And so if you know you have a particularly busy week for other classes or work or parenting or whatever it is that you're also trying to juggle, making that calendar will help you organize your time. For each of those modules, start as early as you can. If you finish before the deadline, well before the deadline, that's awesome. And that gives you lots of time if you need to reach out for help, because if you reach out for help, we've got to schedule that. I do answer my emails pretty quickly, and that's how I usually help most people, but we can also schedule Zoom calls. I'm also busy though, so we got to make sure that we have enough time to make that happen for everybody. So about attendance, there are no class meetings, as I said, so attendance for this class means completing assignments. You can complete these tasks early. You can go through and zip through this whole course in a couple of weeks if you like, if you have time to dedicate to that, but do not complete them late. If you complete assignments late, things that are categorized as classwork, those things cannot be submitted late at all, as I'll go over in the syllabus. And papers, if you turn them in late, they get penalties. So don't complete those late. Make sure that you are working on a timeline that gives you plenty of time to really tackle these tasks. I'll reach out to you very regularly via email, but it's the only way I have to communicate with you. So check your email regularly, at least once a week, if not more. And then if you start to fall behind, miss assignments, and I'll reach out to you via email and say, hey, like, what's going on? Can I support you in getting back on track? If you're not hitting in assignments and you're not responding to my emails, then more than likely I'm going to have to drop you from the course to avoid failing the course. Failing the course is the worst case scenario. And I really hate to drop people, but I much more hate for people to end up with a failing grade on their transcript. I will never waste your time. Everything that we do in the course is very purposeful, and I've tried to pare it down to be as straightforward as possible. And I am here to help. So don't avoid me. Use me as a resource. Make sure you reach out if you're in any way, shape, or form struggling with the class. Okay, I want to take a minute to go to our course and look at what, show you what it looks like. So when you log into Blackboard, you're going to, or I'll back up. You go to the ACC homepage, you'll click on students, and a menu will come up over here, which is Blackboard. And Blackboard is where all of your courses are housed, including ours. From there, you click courses, find our semester, and then find our course. So you'll land here on the announcements page, and I'll usually have something to announce on that page. Usually it's about upcoming due dates. When you first log in, here's where you want to go. Over here on this menu, it says start here. That's a good place to start. And so there are directions about how to conduct an orientation. This orientation helps you become familiar with the basic features of Blackboard and gives you a chance to connect with your professor and your classmates, try out some of the features of Blackboard. So you'll go through each of these links here. I recommend always going top to bottom in order. The modules are set up in similar ways with folders. So if you start at the top and work your way to the bottom, it'll all kind of make sense. I have here the course syllabus in its entirety, which you'll need to read. And then a policy, ACC email policy, some information about discussion boards, paper revisions, some details about the class. So for the orientation, you'll start there. And you'll notice when you get to the end of your directions about the orientation, it will then shoot you over to this tab right here, course modules. That's where you're going to probably go the most. So you can see I have all of the modules for the entire semester already loaded for you. That's what I mean when you say you can work ahead. Do them in order, absolutely do them in order because they build, the skills build, and it's scaffolded. Do them in order, but you can work ahead as fast as you like. So for our orientation, here are the directions, here are some readings, discussion board directions, an orientation discussion board, a quiz to make sure you caught the main important things on our syllabus, and then you're going to write a short reader response essay. Okay, so all of those things go in order. I wanted to also show you hyperlinks. You will see hyperlinks throughout everything. Hyperlinks are basically, let me see if I have any in this particular document. Yes, I do. So anything that is, let me make this a little bigger so you can see it better. Most of the writing will be black and white. If you come across something that is blue and underlined, that is a hyperlink. Clicking on a hyperlink will direct you to usually another resource, a website, a document. And so clicking on those, you'll be able to access a whole nother portal of information. Sometimes clicking on the hyperlink is optional, but other times it's essential. So really pay attention to those hyperlinks. For example, I'm going to take you to one that I know has oodles of hyperlinks. Okay, this is our research directions, and you'll see here in the first couple of steps, there are 4 hyperlinks. The first one is your paper assignment sheet. So if you click on it, it opens up to a whole nother document. This one is for a video. And then this one leads you to the ACC research tutorials. That's all at the end of the semester. So really pay attention to those hyperlinks. Make sure you're clicking on them. Okay, so that's our course in a nutshell. Everything, as I said, is in Blackboard. You can work ahead, work as fast as you wish, but don't fall behind on those deadlines, or else you might get late penalties or miss assignments that you can't make up or be dropped from the course. To wrap up and get you on your way, 1, make sure you check your email regularly. Reach out via email right away if you want to schedule meetings or you have questions. I'm here to help you. That is my whole job in this, is to help you, and I want to help you. So don't hesitate. Don't wait. If you're stressed, if you're struggling, if you don't understand something, send me an email right away. Also, let me know ASAP if anything doesn't work in the course. There are so many details in setting up these courses. If there's a broken link, if you see a wrong deadline, anything that's not working properly, let me know so I can fix it for the whole class. I make mistakes just like anybody else, and I appreciate it when you point those mistakes out so that I can fix them. Again, make sure you're reading all the materials, watching all the videos, make sure that you are thinking about how all those resources will work together to get you to a successful place with your final papers. Plan accordingly. Your organizational plan is key. However you organize yourself, make sure you have some kind of methodology and use your resources. I am your most valuable resource, and I'm here to help. So let me know if there's anything I can do to facilitate your success. And I hope that you enjoy learning about different kinds of writing and that you have a really great semester. And I'm really looking forward to working with you and hearing your thoughts on the page. All right, with that, if you want to, you can now at this point hop right on over to our course and you can get started on the orientation. So good luck, and I'll see you all on the page.